Jane, are you afraid of ghosts?
Sorry, I don't believe in ghosts.
That's 'cause you're from California. You're in New England now, honey. They're real here.
From Roaring Box Productions.
Don't listen to her, Jane. She's a psycho when it comes to this stuff.
There are people in this graveyard who died of gruesome battle wounds, or who were hanged for being witches. I think this place is fucking haunted. Welcome to Newfield, Jane.
Newfield, a ghost story. Starring Kate Baldwin, Graham Rowett, Erin Lillis, Mary Murphy, and Erica Sanderson.
In memory of Jane Barnes, who died in 1653 in her 17th year. Jesus, she was our age.
Written by Tracy Brigden.
I stared at my name. I reached out and touched the J of Jane, and instantly felt the pull of a memory or a dream.
Subscribe now at newfieldpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Something's rustling in those trees over there. What the fuck is that?
It's just a raccoon or a possum. Calm down.
Raccoons don't growl, Liza.
I actually don't feel so good all of a sudden.
That thing is getting closer, I think.
I feel really weird.
Okay, Jane, hold on. No, don't sit down.
What is that?
Jane, look at me. Come on.
Jesus, we gotta get out of here.
Newfield. The past is closer than you think. Premiering May 23rd.
What's happening, Boot Junkies? Movie trailer guy voice. What do you think? I made a thing, and today is the announcement of the thing. I'm really proud to announce that today, a new audio drama, two-part audio drama that me and some friends and my wife have worked on for the past few months. A new audio drama comes out today called Newfield. And I hope you'll take a listen to it. It's something that we've been working on for the past, couple of months. And it's been a real learning experience for us. And if you're interested in a ghost story, a little bit of a horror story about a young woman who's new to town, falls in with a group and finds out that her family has a history in this town, and that history may have an impact on her life. I hope you take a listen. If you're interested in podcasts, if you've got an hour and you're interested in audio dramas, sort of old time radio, and you'd like to take a listen, I'd certainly love it if you'd take a listen. Over the past year, this is something that I've been much more interested in. I've certainly been a voice actor, been on plenty of podcasts. I've done a lot of that acting, a lot in my past. But what I hadn't really done is really take on a producer's role, an executive producer's role, where I've been responsible for funding an audio drama and ensuring that it actually comes to market. And it's something that I've been interested in learning, interested to see if it's something I could actually pull off. And so with my wife and I, we formed a little bit of a production company in the past few weeks, and we're putting out our first production. As you heard, got a number of really fine actors. If you're familiar with my work on the No Sleep podcast, a number of those actors' names will be familiar. So Graham Rowett and Erin Lillis and Erica Sanderson and Mary Murphy, all regular players on the podcast, the horror fiction podcast called the No Sleep podcast that I'm on. And also Graham's wife, Kate Baldwin, who is a fantastic, fantastic Broadway actress. You know her from musical theater, just a wonderful person and just a great actress. And really happy to have that whole cast in to help me put together that audio drama. My wife is the playwright, the writer of the audio drama. She put together a really great script, and you heard the music in there. The music is from a composer friend of ours named Eric Shimalonis. And if you've got kids, you may know Eric's work. If you listen to the Circle Round podcast, if you're an NPR listener or if you're in the Boston area, the Circle Round podcast is one where Eric has been a prominent composer for the past several years. A really great podcast that I've had the privilege of appearing on a couple of times, where they dramatize children's tales from around the world and contemporize them and dramatize them for kids. Really excellent podcast. go listen to Circle Round. The sound design is from our friend Kenny Neal. I'd actually started to learn about sound design and learn about Foley, and as this got to be a lot more complicated and involved and bigger, we decided to bring in a sound designer to help us realize the vision of the production. So Kenny Neal, thank you very much, Kenny, for providing your vast skills. I didn't really talk about this over the past several months because I didn't know, one, if we were going to be successful, if this was something that I was going to really be happy with. But over the course of the several months, putting this production together has been a really good learning experience for me and something I'm really interested in. And as I now think about this and I'm sharing it with you, I realize that there's probably a number of other people who are interested in going beyond just performing in front of the microphone and actually looking to maybe bring their own productions to fruition. And I've went through a lot of lessons learned over the past few months. So if it's something that you'd like me to share, I know it's not really technically studio setup for voiceover, the things that, this channel has been about. But if that's something that you're interested in me sort of expanding the scope of the channel to try and include some of this lesson, starting up a company, learning about sound design, hiring the actors, getting it all into production, finding the podcast platform, I'm happy to share those stories. So let me know in the comments if it's something that you'd be interested in having me share on the channel. Sort of broaden the scope of what we talk about. But I'm really excited about this. I really hope that if you're into listening to audio dramas, if you want to give it a go, I would really invite you to go over and listen to the new podcast, Newfield. It just released this morning. You can find it wherever you listen to podcasts. So on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I think it's pretty much everywhere that you find podcasts, you'll find it. And it's just the 2 episodes, so you're not making a huge forever commitment to it. But I hope that you'll take a listen to it. I really enjoyed making it. And please, we are certainly interested in hearing your feedback. So if you have feedback, send it to me directly. You can send it to me on Twitter. You can leave it here in the comments. You can leave us reviews on any of the podcasting platforms. Really interested to hear what you like about it. And if you like it, tell a friend. Gosh, I hope you guys like it. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Just to let you know that this is out. My other big projects are all done. I shipped them all off, so I'll be able to get back to actually home studio setup for voiceover. Got lots of mics stacked up, got lots of stuff to talk about, got lots of videos to come up in the next few weeks. So hopefully I'm now able to get back into the groove and talk with you more. But that's all I have for you today. Go listen to Newfield, and I'd really appreciate it. That's all I have for you. Now, go grab yourself a microphone, any old microphone, but get out there so you can record something amazing. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.